Hello? Hello, welcome everyone. Need the music a little bit lower, hey? Okay, I think that's good. Guys, happy Sunday. Welcome. Thank you so much, Bonk. Welcome to all you guys too. First things first, Bob is here with us today, and this stream is dedicated to him. I'm excited to test out this pasta cake today. I've never made / even eaten anything like this. And Bob, you've made this before, right? So you can kind of guide me, help me along the way if I have any questions. Who else we got? Mish says, hello, I'm here to see Bob's tiny balls. That is the thing with the meatballs in this dish today. I don't know if you saw the title. 3 meats, 3 cheeses, a little bit of greenery in there with some peas and green onions. But the meatballs are 1 centimeter in diameter. Little balls. It's gonna be fun. We have to grind up the tri-tip today. It was frozen yesterday by accident, so we'll finish that one up. Laurence, how are you doing? Welcome in. We got Yet It Is in here with us. And I think that's it so far. It's a quirky food day. Let's go. It totally is. And then everyone say thanks, Samo, for going yesterday to the store. He grabbed the pasta that we need for it today. So this is a special recipe, let's say, from this brand of pasta that both of us have discovered, just this year, Bob? It's called Rummo. I hope we're saying that right. I don't even know, honestly. But absolutely fantastic pasta brand. And they shared a recipe to use this fettuccine to make a baked pasta dish today. And it turns out like a cake, and then you cut it and serve it like that too. Isn't that nice though? So Sam got these fettuccine nests, which is what we need for the recipe. It's called fettuccine al uovo, so with egg, number 94. So I think that's just like the width that it's cut. Because then when we come to compare it to, because he also got a pappardelle, because he said it looked really good from the same brand. So this one is number 101, I think. So 94 to 101, you can kind of see the difference of thickness as you go along. But we're going to use this one today. This one just gets put back in the pantry. I thought that would be a fun comparison though. Rummo, see? We had it wrong. Rummo. The stress is typically on the first syllable. Leave it to me. She's teaching us today. Okay, I'm going to put this back. Then we'll get the recipe up. We like to keep our Sundays quick and easy here on stream. What the heck was that? Did we get a delivery? So I'm sure this won't take us too long. We also have our friend Thomas coming over. Some of you have seen him on stream before. We usually cook him Eggs Benedict is one of his favorite brunch dishes, but he's gonna try out the pasta today. He is Inuk, so indigenous from the northern parts of Canada, and like they're not really used to eating our, let's say, like cultivated meats like beef and stuff. So I kind of forgot about that, but we're like, oh shit, should we like make something different for you because you don't really eat beef? And he's like, no, if you guys are gonna make it for me, I'll 100% try it. But they're used to eating stuff like caribou and like wild game meats, right? But it always makes me happy when our friends are willing to try what we make, even if like in the past they thought that they didn't like that. Bob says I put my balls in Discord under the weekly menu. I love it. Haven't checked Discord this morning. Hello, Michael, as well. Welcome in. I hope you guys are doing a-okay. Okay, let me open this up, our recipe, and let's see how we bring all of this together today. I think the hardest part is going to be grinding up the meats, and then everything else is pretty simple. Yeah, it says so this makes for 2 people. How much of the pasta? So I only did 250 grams. So That is actually this entire thing, but I think that's way more than 2 portions, guys. There's no way that 2 people can eat all of this 250 grams of pasta. Maybe if you ate the entire thing over a day. So I think we're a-okay for 3 people. There's 3 eggs in there, Italian sausage. The 100 grams of ground meat is gonna be the beef today, but obviously you can choose whatever you want. And then there's also ham, which I just have ham slices that we will chop up into smaller pieces to put it into there, but they said cubed ham. Sounds good, yet it is. Your grandma used to make a sort of frittata with spaghetti and bacon, which was great, so you're sure this will be tasty too. How cool! I've never really had anything like this. You guys had leftovers from the recipe too, Mish? Okay. Don't question Michael, he would be able to. Sausage? We got the salsiccia, Laurence? Okay, what else? Okay, so the meats are Italian sausage, ground meat, and ham. And then the cheeses are mozzarella. I didn't do pecorino. We'll just do some white cheddar because it's pretty funky too. And then Parmesan cheese. And then we need green peas, green onions, a little bit of milk probably to mix with the eggs just to like hold everything together when this bakes. It's not gonna be like weird scrambled eggy. It's just a binder. And then a little bit of basil. I don't have any wine, salt and pepper. And then you top it with butter and breadcrumbs and then you bake it for about 30 minutes. And I think we'll just make like a quick dessert. Or it's not dessert, sorry. I got distracted by my client messaging me about their dessert. We're gonna make a quick salad while this bakes to use up some stuff out of the fridge. I was gonna make that green bean and kale dish, but yeah, we had too much veggies already in the fridge, so I wasn't gonna buy more. Okay, so first things first, let's kind of make our prep list-a-roo. Of course, Bob requests balls. I don't know who's behind this one, Lauren. So it says, first make the meatballs. Get your prep list already. So we will first grind the tri-tip. We know the process from yesterday, so I won't go too crazy into that. But we know it takes about like 45 minutes or so to get the grinder nice and cool. That's definitely our first thing. For the 1 centimeter meatballs, it looks like we just take the meat itself and then ball it into the small 1 centimeter pieces, and then we will dust it in flour and fry it, it says. Fry up the green onion in the olive oil, add the sausage, breaking into small pieces to blend all the flavors up. Deglaze with wine. We can just use broth instead. Chicken broth would be good, or even beef broth too. It says we want to blanch the peas ahead of time. Not the easiest recipe to follow along. It's like written in an old school way. Like this is how old cookbooks are written, where they give you all of the ingredients. Even sometimes they don't even give you that. And then they just write a paragraph rather than what we're kind of used to now is like everything is either bulleted or numbered. And it's a lot easier to follow that way. So I'm just going to try to read through and then kind of just take out the main points that we need. So blanch the peas, beat the eggs with the salt, and add to the cheese. So I'll just put cheese plus eggs. Cook the fettuccine. It says 3 minutes. So we're not going to cook it all the way because we're going to bake it again after. So we don't want it to go overcooked in the oven and then have like soggy, mushy pasta. No, no. Not allowed. Okay, sounds good. So remove that. Remove the pan with the sausage and the peas and everything. Add your meatballs, your ham, the cheese and egg mixture. And then the mozzarella gets like cubed up. It doesn't even get shredded. So it'll be like amazing little cheesy pockets in there probably. Then you just pour it into the baking dish, top with your breadcrumbs. Wait. Butter the baking dish and coat the baking dish in breadcrumbs. See? Butter and crumb baking pan. And that, I'm sure, is to make the barrier so that when we flip it out of the baking dish after it's done, it's not gonna stick. The breadcrumbs will help us out there. And then you can still put more breadcrumbs on top, it says. With some butter, dot it around, and then you bake it at around, it says 180°C, so I think that's like what, 360 Fahrenheit or so, 375 F for about 30 minutes. It sounds kind of scary, but I think once we start, we'll have no problem at all. And so what, did the both of you already make this dish, or just you, Mish? Hi, the Bear fan. How's it going? You're disappointed in the lack of feta? Oh, please. It's an Italian dish. It's not Greek. You don't have the energy. I am just glad to see you're alive today, Mish. You guys have both made it? Nice, Bob. Okay, grinding the tri-tip. First things first. Samo did a bunch of dishes up for us this morning, so we will rebuild the meat grinder from yesterday and get that into the freezer ASAP to start chilling, so that while we are cleaning up our tri-tip before we grind it, this can get nice and cool. I think we'll do the same grind. Hey, Samo, we were liking this dye, or do you want it a bit more coarse? I think those meatballs I made yesterday turned out great with that texture. Scoots, doing Lego shopping for the niece and nephews. The stores are crazy. I can imagine. Hi, Mickey. Welcome, guys. Boss man's coming in. Still makes you hungry even after trimming and cooking 60 pounds last weekend. Oh my gosh. Okay, all of the metal pits. Oh, it's a little bit rusty. Wipe it off. Wipe it off before it goes in to the freezer. It happens. Would I rather have to clean off rust from the metal than have plastic that could potentially break? Yes, it's okay. A little iron never hurt nobody. Who already went into Discord this morning and looked at some of the photos that I shared from last night? I went on a little adventure with my friend. We went to our provincial legislature. It's like 20-minute-ish walk from her house to see all the Christmas lights and the fun festive things that they set up. It was so good. Mickey says, I did chicken breast and mashed potatoes tonight and gravy. That's a nice simple one. That sounds great. Sunday dinner. Says the lady that has never busted a knuckle on a tire iron, maybe. Have I? What's a tire iron?
That's good. That's probably a good answer right there. If you don't know what it is.
I've done a few things with cars, but I don't know what a tire iron. Some people call things different things. Yeah, the bar that takes off the lug nuts. I did that.
The bar that takes off the lug nuts before?
Yeah.
Good job.
That's what the Bear fan says, so it's also called a tire iron. I did it.
Which
I remember this. What do you mean?
Just like one bar, or did you use one that had like 4 different sides?
I forget if I went the long one. You had KC. Did you mean KD? The crafting dinners? Hello, Tri-Tip. Nice to meet you. Let's get into this. I was raised right, guys, if you ever wonder. Both like my dad and my bro really into trades and stuff. I know, probably more than you think. You'd be surprised.
Stuff?
You'd be surprised by this one. Oh, cleaning off the rust. It's okay. That's what I get. I'm sometimes slow too. It's still early, don't worry. Okay, we got the boning knife back here. Get that ready. We'll get this tri-tip out. I think I'll just hang on to this container that we already got dirty. Put the trim and stuff in. It is a little bit frozen still, but that's okay because that will actually grind up really nice. But we do have to clean off a lot of the silver skin, sinew, connective tissue, whatever you want to call it, from this side. I don't often clean too much of the fat cap. Maybe just some of like the kind of rubbery skin parts, but we'll do this underside first and then cube up into around 1-inch cubes for the meat grinder. Faster we go, the better it is. Just got home from your family Christmas. Got your family, but you love your family, but you're glad to be in your own space again. That's so funny how we are. That's early too. You guys are like celebrating super early. I can't believe how fast it's coming, guys. What, 10 more days? We're already halfway through the month of December. Today's also full moon. Last one of the year. If you're going out, be aware. Be aware. Those are meat pebbles. That's what we have to make today, Bonk. So anything that looks like this, that's like shiny, kind of see-through, white colored, we don't want any of that. Because even if we put it through the meat grinder, yes, it'll make it smaller, but it's not going to break it down so much that we won't notice. It'll just turn into a lot of very small, stringy, chewy pieces, which probably is worse. It is actually really easy to clean beef when it is nice and cold like this. I find like the fat and stuff comes apart a lot easier. Mish says we don't judge the size of balls here. A tiny ball, it's still a ball. Tri-tip used to be your poor man burnt ends, but now brisket is cheaper than tri-tip. What the heck? And then for us in Canada, I'm pretty sure tri-tip is cheaper than brisket. I don't know why it's like that, guys. It's just something we've noticed in like maybe the last 2-ish years? Coming up on 2 years or so? Kind of crazy. Remember when briskets were like 60 bucks? Yeah. Those were the days, hey? Mish. You would judge the size of other things. Okay, how is this side? I'm gonna finish here. This is mostly just fatty bits up there, but down here I can see there's some more sinew. So let's go down. Nice saucy balls with lingonberry jam. That was so good last night, guys. Man. Like, for Sam to tell me that those are the best meatballs he's ever had, like, excuse me, please? That's awesome. That's all good. Let's flip it. Let's see what we're working with. So see when I, like, pulled this part up earlier, or, like, this part? There's always like this bit of skin that's kind of flappy, rubbery on top of the fat cap. Definitely take that off. If you keep it nice and taut and tight as you do this, you'll find it's really easy to just get that stuff gone. See ya. And now all this nice, hard white fat is good. That's good stuff that we can use in the grind. You can always trim it like a little bit, and then like usually up here it gets a bit more like soft and stringy, so I'll clean that. Because the harder the fat, the nicer it will go through the grinder too. So I will trim that up a bit, and then I think we're good to just cube it. And now we'll be stocked up on ground beef again too. Sometimes I get a hankering. Just kind of look to where it's really thick. Trim it down a bit. You can just slide your knife. See how nice and white that is underneath that top layer? Beautiful. The best fat though always comes from around the organs, guys, if you were wondering. That's the cleanest fat you can get from an animal. And it also renders the cleanest, so there's like no flavor at all. See right here, like tri-tip is kind of two different muscles. You can almost clearly see. Well, where they meet up here is quite a thick amount of fat and then a bit of connective tissue as well. Just try and gingerly get up and over this way. Nice. Yeah, that worked so good. Okay. I think that's awesome, guys. I'm gonna leave that little amount of fat on the top here. We got a small pile. If I slide this down, that's what I cleaned off. I'll probably save that and render it because there's a lot of good fat in there. And I love using tallow for cooking. Let me see how hard this is to cut right now. So now I'm gonna make slices about 1 inch thick. Nice, it's nice and cool, so it's easy to slice right now. So the first cross section. Really good marbling in there too. That's gonna be good. And once we got all of our slices, we'll come back and dice it. And then it's ready to grind. A 2-pack of tri-tips this week, guys. What was it? 65, Sam? From Costco. So we got this one to grind, and then there's another one just vacuum sealed whole in the freezer for whatever we want. Look at this. I just want to throw this steak on the grill. Hello. And I've been actually really loving Walmart carries tri-tip steaks. I've been like slicing those up thin, making stir fries out of them. Holy smokes, that is so good. Would recommend. Your dad's always shocked when you don't eat the fat on your steaks, but he's a major carnivore. I am kind of picky too, though, with like the fat and stuff like that, yet it is, so I feel you there. Like some of the fat, if it's nice and like flavorful and rendered and like browned and crispy, so good. But if it's really chewy and like not really cooked nicely, then yeah, I feel you. I wouldn't really want that either. Look at this interesting piece. I don't really know what's happening in there. Just gonna dig in a bit. There might be some connective tissue. Nice thing about grinding your own meat, let's see if I can get that bit of meat off, is you can control what you put into it. Which I definitely try to do. Yeah, see? There's only a little bit of meat there, and then the rest of this was hiding. That was a pretty good clean on the first round. Nice. Okay, just that little bit on this. Because we don't want to throw that bit out, even if it's just a small amount. Still usable. that over there. Okay. I definitely go like fattier on the grind mix for beef, guys. I always say this, but I'll say it again. It's good to leave fat in with meat when you eat it. Because the thing is when you cook it, you can always take it out afterwards. Skim it off, whatever you want to do. But the fat is what's going to help things taste better, stay nice and moist, not dry out. Definitely want that. Trim a little bit off because it's pretty nice and marbled on the inside of the steaks that we cut. Yeah, this cut is called tri-tip. I usually can find it at Costco. Walmart sells it in steaks. And that's like the only places I've found it here where we live. Other than going to a butcher and paying like a very premium price for it. This is seriously one of my favorite cuts of beef now, tri-tip. It's so versatile. You can cook it as a steak. You can cook it as a roast. You can cube it up. You can make kebabs. You can slice it and make stir fry. Only thing I maybe wouldn't do is eat it raw because it's so fatty. And try and make a tartare or something. That wouldn't be good. You want nice lean cuts for that. You hear the little like frosty kind of crunch as I slice through there. That's actually what we want. Nice and chilled. Done. I'll get a little container for that too. We can put our knife away. This is what we ended up with. And then we'll just leave that in the fridge for a little bit longer, 25 minutes or so, until the grinder is ready. So now I pack that up, I'll render it out tomorrow. $28 to $33 a kilo. The amount we pay for groceries here right now is actually insane. It makes us sad. Just washing up my handos. But think if that's excessive, that's our cheap beef price. It's really crazy. Okay, let's check on our list, see what else is left. We'll get into, we gotta grate some cheeses and stuff still. Okay, the board is nice and clean. We just gotta let it dry a bit. Okay, so after that's ground, we'll make the 1 centimeter meatballs. We only need about 100 grams of that meat after it's ground. Not a lot, because there's 2 other meats to use. And then next I got blanched peas. So let's measure out our peas and get those ready with a pot. How much peas did they say? 80 grams. That is not much at all. Just enough to kind of dot throughout the pasta, I'm sure. I got frozen peas. I'll pour them into here first. Used to be that hamburger was cheaper than steaks or roast where you are, but now that's not the case. It's crazy, yeah, if you actually pay attention to the prices. Peas, if you please. Those were on sale this week, like $2 off a pack. Can't beat that. Also, I'm gonna set my watch timer for the meat grinder stuff. Get your little sweetlets to go with the small balls. I'm probably gonna measure out like a cup worth at least. $80 grams or so. Use asparagus. That would be good too, because the minion doesn't like peas. That's allowed, Bob. Now this goes into here. My little freezer bags of random frozen veggies. Sometimes you just want corn. Sometimes you just want peas. This freezer needs an overhaul after this weekend. Whoa, whoa. Okay, next one. Just a small little pot with water. Maybe we'll use the really cute one. Because there's not that much peas. You gotta make the peas for yourself. We'll get some water in there, just enough to cover. And some salt. Make sure it's not bland. Is that enough? Yeah, that's probably enough. I'll use up out of this container. A pinch of salt. Then we'll go over and put the lid on and get that ready. Whenever we feel like cooking them, I'll probably do it later once the pasta is cooking, which we can set that up too actually right now. Nice medium-sized pot to boil the pasta in. We'll get it filled about halfway with water and salt too. And then both of those are ready to go. I was going to fry all this up in my brazier pot. And then I guess I'll probably set up like the springform pan. I don't really know where it's gonna fit best to bake. Does it say a certain size on the recipe? Doesn't really. Just put it into a pan. Okay. Sounds good. You did this spring form? Okay, so I should do that then too, Mish. I think that'll just be the easiest. It's the real Tony Montana. How's it going? Spring form for easy release. Make the water taste like the sea. Over there. Boom. But yeah, I think we can still like cook everything though in this big one. Because it just has the biggest surface area for like frying the meatballs and everything else. So I will still set that up over here. Do a little shimmy of our couple water pots. Sweet. Okay, cheese and eggs, my friends. Cheese and eggs. That's a Le Creuset Dutch oven. That one's actually Staub. A different brand, but very similar to what they are. Staub I find actually a little bit less expensive, but it's still made in France. Really nice quality stuff. I can't even remember how long we've had this one for. Probably close to 10 years almost. Kame, Meli Kaliki Maka is the words you say to say Merry Christmas to you. I love it. That's one of my favorite songs ever. Maybe one day I can spend Christmas in Hawaii. Thank you for the 999 biddies. I hope you and the fam are doing a-okay. Mish with the 1, she says, I cannot absolutely have this. Okay, cheese and egg moment. We need 3 eggs. And then let's get out our matzah, parm, and cheddar. Samo's laughing. Why is he laughing? Because he's a happy guy, he says. Put the eggs over here so they don't run away.
Niche ruined Christmas.
She says, absolutely not. Not on my watch. We can't fit anything else. Help, chat. The cheese drawer is too full. Look at all these white cheeses. We really stocked up for Christmas. The matzah's cut in cubes. And then the parm and the ched, aka pecorino, magic, is shredded. 100 grams of this and some amounts of the other ones. Very specific amounts they are giving here. You can't stay, but you wanted to spread holiday spirit. I love it. That made my day. Thank you very much. Kame got mad at Mish. It feels wrong to measure out 100 grams of cheese, but if we look at the block of cheese that I have here, it's 1 kilo. It's 1,000 grams. We need 1/10 of that. Divide that in each side into 5. Mary, you're here. Welcome. How are you doing? That's like this or so. Mary, I know you're the one that asked for photos from my adventure last night. They are in Discord if you want to have a peek. This. It doesn't seem like a lot of cheese at first, but trust guys, once we get this like cut up and grated, it will be enough. If anything, it will be enough. This one's supposed to be like 80? 50 grams of this one. Like half or so of what we did there. Just one small little bit. Because it's funky. Camera looks a little soft today. Interesting, Trev. I don't know what to say on that one. Maybe there's a piece of grease on it? Which one? The cutting board one? Okay, let's get a chunk off of here to grate it up too. This is our parmy, you can tell. Salt crystals. They're just suggestions. Every recipe is just a suggestion. It's true. It'll be easier if I wedge this off too to grate it actually. This salty bit's bonk. So good. I need a small piece to share with Samo. Like this is how aged and crumbly it is. It like makes you salivate instantly. Holy. Okay, that one was from this, right? Let's wrap the parm back up. Or maybe it wasn't. It's the other way. Wrap these back up and then we can get them prepped. It might just be slightly misfocusing on me today. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Maybe grab a cloth and just clean that lens a bit.
Maybe it needs a little touch up.
So some rubbing off on the
You like the deers by the Christmas tree? Yeah, it was really well done. There wasn't even that many people out last night. So it's like we had the whole place almost to ourselves. It's so funny. Okay, one more wrap for this. Move over, cheeses. Oh no, it's crumbling. Really, much better decorating job even than in the cities you've seen around there. And then if you watch like videos from Europe, that's just a whole nother level. Food goal for 2025, buying either a half wheel or quarter wheel of imported parm. That's a great goal, Trev. Do you already have a place in mind that you know you can buy it from? Now can we put all the cheeses back? What do I want to do? Maybe use a couple bowls for these things here. To organize them currently. Or wait, don't we mix all of the cheeses together with the egg? What about the matzo though? That's the only one that I'm a little bit unsure of. Add the grated cheeses and milk to the eggs with salt, but not the matzo. Okay, sounds good. So the matzo can just hang out in another container for now. Grab the grater while I'm here. Okay, since our knife is dirty, we will carry on with the matzo. Cube it up. Titan's here. He says, is my plate ready? Not yet. We're still prepping it up. You gotta wait. You're willing to pay a cheese smuggler if anyone's going to Italy. Maybe next year. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do for the matzo, guys. Just cut it in half because it's not that much. And then we can make little cubes. Maybe I want to cut this into thirds. Strips. Yeah. And then we get little matzo pockets throughout the pasta. Heck yes, please. One for the chef. Put that to the side. Let's grab a bowl. So creamy. Before I wash my knife, actually, I'll probably leave the rind on if we have to grate this because it's like acts like a holder, like a handle of sorts. I'm doing good today. A little bit sleepy, but feeling good. ready to hang out a little bit after stream. Get a little bit of rest in my life. So the parm I'm gonna grate on the fine side. Don't need big shreds of it. Mickey, you're coming to Canada next year? There was a bit of rind on that one. You gotta come by. Hopefully we'll be around. Trev, I should look next time we go to the Costco business wholesale side, not just the regular Costco, because they have wheels of parm there. I think whole wheels, right? Are we just eating cheese today? You guys are the best. No, that'll be after Christmas. We'll build our meat and cheese plate together. Coming on up, don't you guys worry. Ah! It wasn't bad on my hand, it just moved when I went back up. But I think we're good on that. Usually try and go as close to the rind as possible. Okay. Let's use the bench scraper. This always is so helpful to get all of this up and out of there. Slide this under and then we'll put it in the bowl. It's on your bucket list, Mickey? Yes. That's awesome, dude. Hi, CJ Dewey. How's it going? You guys remember the rotary cheese grinder or grater that we tried? Was it just last weekend? Yeah, we sent that back. We tried out something different, Mickey, and just the design of the one we bought wasn't the best. Some people say that there's better designs. But yeah, we do have a food processor. It's just a bit much to set up all the big pieces for just this small amount to grate by hand. Easier for me to just wash up the one grater here. Because the other pieces are so big, it like takes up all the space in the dishwasher if you put them in. Okay, I think we're good on the grated cheeses now. 3 cheeses and 3 meats. It's gotta be good, right? It's gotta be good. So now we gotta mix eggs into here. I mean, like, we don't have to do it instantly, but just know that there's 3 eggs. You can even just do this. That go into here with, they said, a pinch of salt. I'm probably gonna do that closer to when we are gonna bring all this together. Because this reminds me of like the base of a carbonara. When you mix the egg and cheese in with the warm pasta, it makes it saucy. But I don't want the eggs to just be sitting out and kind of make that film on top if we're not quite ready to deal with them. So let's just put that back there. That's set. They're so pushing the rotary shedders. Were you here last weekend, Trev, when I was using it? It was bad. Okay, cheese and eggs done. Cook the pasta, it says. We need some butter and breadcrumbs. Let's go grab the breadcrumbs. And then we can butter the spring form and get that crumbed and prepped. Another thing that we don't have to think about anymore. Just gonna wash the cheese off of the knife. I'm gonna put, for the spring form pan, probably the layer of parchment on the bottom, like I always do. This is our spring form. The bottom comes out. What'd you post, Samo? Okay. For the Robo Coop?
No, for
the Incarcerum, okay. And now we close this up, guys. Make sure the bottom part like slides up into where it's ridged. Everyone's safe then. Nothing will sploot out. Nice. Nice and tight, and then we can just trim around the edge. My watch timer is going off for the meat grinder. So whenever we're ready, we can grind and make the meatballs too. I think we'll finish kind of this like mise en place, the prep for this entire meal, and then go into the meatballs and then fry everything up and do it that way. Okay, little nub of butter. Just so you can hold on to it and then swipe it around the edges and the bottom. We have turkey for Christmas Day, Mickey. That's so funny you asked. We haven't even like talked about what we are doing. Are we doing fried chicken? Okay.
How have we not talked about it?
Well, like we kind of did, but I didn't know how serious we were about it. We're doing like a Japanese style Christmas again. We gotta make turkey for our clients. I know that. Yeah, with the $1 that we have here. Trev, it's not even that much for you guys. Okay, so now we take that nub, swipe all the way around the edges, top to bottom. You don't want any of this to stick, because then it will kind of tear apart probably when we go to take it out of the mold. Usually if you're actually baking, it's like butter and then flour, but this one's breadcrumbs. Go all the way around the edge, through the middle. Done. Didn't even use that much. Wash off my hands and then we'll do the breadcrumbs. Just fine breadcrumbs. Pour a bit and then swipe it around and see how it covers, because I've never done this before. You can always dust it back out into the container. Cool. Oh no, and you'll be able to see if you forgot a spot. So now I usually do that. Just kind of turn it around and around on the edge until it's covered. Try not to pour it onto the counter. That looks cool. We do have the Robo Coupe. Okay, so now taparoo, and then I'll try and get this back in. Okay, good thing we got a bench scraper, let's just say that. So all the excess is out. I'll just clean up this real quick. Help, there's crumbs everywhere. Oh Lord. Yeah, Yeah, the robot, I think, will live with us for the rest of our life. The robot coupe. What'd you do, Trev? I didn't see it. Okay, we do need breadcrumbs for the top later, so we'll leave that up with the pan here. Get rid of the parchment. What's next? I think we're done with the butter. Oh no. Okay, so it says the dot cubes of butter with breadcrumbs on top before we bake it. Let's get a small container to put some butter cubes into for the top while this is here. Glad I checked. They don't have to be super small. That's probably good, guys. Put that over by like the cheese or something. And we'll get this packed away. Okay, I think next we'll do the green onion. Let me just wash that knife from the butter. Buttery bits. Buttery bits and no hot water in this place. Lord help us. Oh lordy. Okay, let me catch up in chat. Amazon links in the US are insane for some reason. Sometimes if you click up top, it'll like auto shorten it for you. Mary, is Dust here? I haven't seen him today. Maybe he'll pop in before work though. The share button and then it makes the shorter link. Okay. Right, we still got to do the ham. We got the peas measured. Let's do 2 green onions, sliced nice and thin. And then later we need the basil leaves for garnish. Container for the green onions. I think we also have a little bit of parsley too. From yesterday still. Did I see that? Sneaky container. Nice. We do have it. Okay, green onions. How's the little garden? It's doing good, Mary. It's out of control right now. I gotta trim it up today. Gotti is here. How's it going?
You trim it up like what?
Welcome, welcome. Probably like
Once a week?
1 to 2, maybe 1 to 3 times a week, honestly. And then I gotta water it. Like it says to add water probably every 2 weeks. I gotta water it like 3 to 4 times a week.
I think that's just the starting.
Okay. Okay, those look good. Let's tip and top them. We'll get that sliced. What's Samovar getting up to? Put chorizo, onion, mushroom, tomato, bay leaf, chicken stock, salt and pepper, water in a pot. You don't know what it is, but you're gonna simmer it and then potentially thicken it. That sounds like a soup of sorts. Those are the fun times that you cook. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Throw some mashed potato flakes in there and call it a day.
Oh, baby. Or yeah, pasta sauce, Trev said. Yum. Can make it like creamy.
Or a baked penne.
Yeah. You're almost like halfway to a jambalaya. Only reason I said that, guys, is because I'm making that this week coming up for my clients on Tuesday. Thanks, Tony. Green onions and chives are my most hated things to like cut. Just because I feel like you just are going forever. Bop, 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 bop. And you gotta slice it so small too. It's very monotonous. Let's wipe the board after this so it's not all oniony. How spicy am I going on the jamba? I gotta keep it pretty toned down. The girl is like a little bit less spice on the palate, but I know the guy likes spicier things, so he just usually adds his own spice afterwards. But I will use like Old Bay in it. Keep it nice and proper. Creole. Okay, what else do I have? Butter and crumb pan, complete. Check the recipe again. Yeah, like they're also not big onion people, so a lot of times like I just use green onion in the dishes. And that's totally fine for them, and you still get the light onion flavor, and like the green always looks good. Just add something different. The cannellini beans. Ooh, with the sausage. That's gonna be good. All right, make the meatballs. We got the onion sliced. Add the sausage. We can take the sausage out. Italian sausage. We got 2 links here. I guess we'll have to also take it out of the casing, so I can work on that actually right now. And then that gets cooked. It's just a mild Italian sausage. Got a big pack from Costco and then just vacuum sealed the rest into the freezer. Bought a tiny Old Bay for seafood you have to make. It's good, Mary. Especially for like crab boils and stuff. Namo.
You changed Zach's life by that.
Yeah.
Little Tony's, little Old Bay, and he's like, what the hell?
So to take the sausage out of the casing, guys, I usually just split it in half and twist it. And then push it out the rest of the way, and then we can make it into smaller pieces afterwards. You can also sometimes buy sausage mix like this out of the casing. For this, I would recommend that. Grilled sausages? Not today, unfortunately. But you know what I did see on the marketplace this week? There's an actual sausage griddle made by... Is it Johnsonville or something? That it has like, was it 5 sausage shaped parts, and you just put the sausages in and it freaking griddles it. It's electric. I was like, what the hell is this?
Why are you send that to me?
I don't know. Because we didn't need another thing. And then I started thinking, I was like, could you make corn dogs in it? I got a little bit too obsessed, so I clicked out of it. It's a trap. Right? Another unitasker? Like, do I need a sausage griddle? No.
The best sausages ever are still circulated for 2 hours at 135 degrees Fahrenheit and then onto the grill.
Yeah, dear.
Always. Never fails.
Yeah, Johnsonville's not bad. I think that's like one of our main options in North America. For like grocery store sausages, let's say, not from the butcher shop.
The only unitasker I miss is my Ronco.
Yeah, we've been talking about the Ronco rotisserie lately, guys. You guys know what that is? It's the only one we kind of miss. Because, like, straight up, makes the best chicken I've ever had. R.I.P. to the Ronco. It went to a new home. Sausage is ready. Put it over with the green onions. That stuff will go together. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I will be back in a moment. Don't go anywhere. It is I have returned. What is Scoot saying? Finally home after like 4 hours of doing errands. Are you okay? Can I pour you a drink? Trev, I search Ronco, set it and forget it rotisserie at least once a week, and it's not a lie. Like, dude, if you've never, I think that would be such a fun investment for you with how much you cook, and fun for the kids also. It might make them like food more.
The prime rib we did in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, you guys will have to go back and search on our YouTube channel to find some of the past VODs from years back. Okay, what else are we reading through here? We got the sausage. Let's see how the wine is. We also, or the, not the wine, the ham. Instead of the wine, I need 100 mils of like a stock. So that's usually my suggestion if you guys aren't drinkers, don't have wine in the house, just use stock instead. Mix it up a little bit. And then it's good to go. Little bit of water. And then I think we're pretty much good. We'll get into making the meatballs. And we are well on our way. A bit of prep, not too bad. Your weed man had one even, Pell? He said he used it a bunch for the first week and then never again? Why? That sounds like a very ADHD thing to do. I only say that because I have it. But yeah, you just gotta branch out maybe a little bit. I'm doing a tomato chicken broth. It's gonna be good. Bonk, some days require wine in the dish and some days require wine in the chef. Do a little bit. Because it's better to add something flavored than just water. We know this. I shouldn't have to tell you guys that. Rotisserie chicken is the best thing. Amount of times we came home from work, throw a chicken in the rotisserie, enough time to go have a shower and stuff because you don't have to watch it too close. All freshened up, make a quick salad or something, and you got dinner done. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, one last check here. We got the fettuccine sausage. Not the ground meat yet. We got the mozza, ham in cubes. This is gonna be more than we ever needed. It's okay. Can I open it this way? Does it actually work? It doesn't work. 100 grams of ham. It's very frosty, this ham. I'm glad I took it out to use up. I'm gonna do like 3 pieces and that's probably good. I was gonna do like grilled cheeses or something with the rest of this ham this week, guys, to use it. If I'm being honest, yeah, not my favorite ham product, honestly. I'm very picky about my sliced hams. I don't like when they're like this, when it's like pressed together. Let's say pressed meat. Meat in pressed form. Rotisserie chicken skin might be a close second to bacon. It is pretty good. And since this is cooked, guys, just put it in a container by itself. We'll add a nice like smoky component though to go with the peas and stuff. I think that's good. Holy, we used up all of the 2 cups. Gotta dig some more out.
Yeah, we had a lot of dead ones this week.
Oh, really? They cracked.
Remember? You went for one crack.
Oh, yeah. Done, done, done. Okay, wash up. I think we're pretty much good. I did see milk on the recipe still, but I don't think that can go in with the stock. The milk goes in with like the egg mixture after, so let's not worry about that just yet. The milch. Labeling your homemade vanilla for gifts this year, Scoots. It's looking good. How long have you been like making it? Let's say like having it sit for. Is that something you always do? 100 milliliters of milk, and then just our basil leaves and some olive oil. Okay, it's grinding time. Open this up, big screen. I'll get the mixer all set up. And then we can make a few balls after. And we're set. You started the vanilla on September 2nd. I don't know if there's anyone else in the world, Scoots, that starts thinking about Christmas in the beginning of September, but I'm so impressed right now. That's actually amazing. Right? What a great gift, Mary says. I'm trying to reach up to my plug. There we go. Back it up. Oh, not that far. It's a booby trap, I know it. Okay, it wasn't that bad. I did not want the metal meat grinder falling out onto the floor. That would be scary. Someone probably think we died up here. Samovar, the skin off of a whole roasted pig. You guys are sick. I love it. Lechon. Yes. That's usually eaten around this time of year. The vanilla beans there weren't even that bad this year. Nice. And you had a lot of vodka to use up. Well, there you go. Best of both worlds. Twisted. We're good. Oh, it moved a little bit. Let's see. So we go like that. So we have our big container of meat. Let's get a bowl to fit under here. Big old bowl. And then we'll need something to put our little meatballs on. Probably just onto a plate. Is the feed tray and stuff in the dishwasher? Probably in the plunger. Ah, because we just used the meat grinder yesterday on stream. Yeah, you make vanilla with vodka. Okay. Fill that out. Start it up. Sure nothing's moving around. No weird sounds. Run it halfway. I'll grab the meat. Nice and cold. And then away we go. You can even use cheap vodka. Whoa. The cheaper the better even. You don't even have to care about how expensive the vodka is. Nice. You made homemade Kahlua? Whoa. Samo did Irish cream. It was really good. And easy to make too, hey? Just everything in a blender.
Less than 10 minutes to put it all together.
Nice to have just like the natural ingredients in it, guys. Than all the fake stuff that they put in now. Now we're gonna have ground meat to use up to make something on stream with. Maybe it'll be a burger night again. I haven't had burgers in a while. Trev, you made so much vanilla, your grandkids will be using it. Whoa, did you see that meat strand go flying? That was nuts. What the heck? Christmas burguesas? That sounds good. Christmas burguesas, Mish says? Sounds good to me. You almost filled this whole bowl. Nice, Scoops, you posted it? Thanks. That was a lot. We're emptied. But I'm gonna flip everything that we ground back into here just because it fits in the fridge really nice right now. You do Christmas burgers with leftover roast pork? Like sliced on top with red cabbage? She says she's not alive. I'd do a Christmas burger with pork belly on it. Sounds good to me. The plane is landing. I think that's everything that we're gonna get out of there. Gotti, your vanilla extract? Holy, the meat really went flying that time. Your vanilla never tasted like vanilla. You could only taste vodka. So you just stopped doing it. I wonder what happened. Maybe the vanilla that you started with wasn't as good a quality as you needed or something. That's weird. Get this big beast out of there. Nice. It's been 2 years, Trev, and you're halfway through one bottle. You gotta use up more vanilla, man. Get all the good bits out of here. There we go. Nice. Just a little bit of stuff around the blade. It got kind of mushed and weird. Mushed and weird. Oh, and it's just like weird fatty bits anyways. Fine by me. And if you guys think that this doesn't happen in like commercial butcher shops and stuff. You're wrong. There's always that little chunker. Okay, just a rinse-a-roo, and then like I said, I'm gonna flip out most of this back into here and just put it in the fridge, and then we'll leave around, I think it's 100 grams we want to make meatballs from. 100 grams is not a lot, guys. Put it into terms for you, like a pound of butter is 454, right? So a quarter of a pound of butter, that is not much at all. Probably like that. I might do a little bit more. Go like that. Sure. Have a bit more meat. Now I'm gonna wash up my hands, get this stuff into the fridge, and then we'll make our little meatballs, and then we can start frying. Get that pasta cooked, the peas blanched, and then we'll turn our oven on to get it baked. Easy mode. All of the grinding just for this small amount. Hilarious. You stopped doing the ground meat, Trev, because you got lazy again? Don't do it. Don't be lazy. Okay, I'm just gonna use my hands to make these little balls, so 1 centimeter-ish. Move this over and then I'll just leave them in here as we make them. It's so small. How do you guys even roll this in your hand? Guess it works. I bet they're gonna taste amazing. Like, if someone makes this for you, you should definitely appreciate it, because it takes a lot of time to make small little balls like this. Hi Gearbox Man, how's it going? Micro balls. It's gonna look really nice when we cut all this up and go to eat it later. A labor of love, if you will. Bob, that was fun to make the small balls because you got big mitts. Should get Samo over here. It's your mom's birthday today. Happy birthday to Gearbox Man's mom. Hope you guys have a fun day together if you are seeing each other. You like rare hamburgers? Don't know if I've ever had a rare hamburger, but I like medium or mid-rare. But that's the thing, right, Trev, is you have to grind it yourself. And then you have way less risk of getting sick that way. You're all happy and good? Awesome. And then the other thing about these is I made a bit extra because I know that it's gonna shrink when we fry them up. Very serious balling here. Did I find, oh yeah, the pop can tab? I could have, yeah. From a pop can, that's what you guys use for scale. Mine might be like a little bit bigger. Not that much bigger though, honestly. Right, Ponk? It's gonna take us longer to make all of the little meatballs than it does to grind the entire piece of meat. Have I ever had steak tartare? Yes. It's funny how I throw them in the bowl. It's like playing basketball. I need a little hoop up here on this side. Toss that shit in. It was a requirement. Okay, I gotta get Samo to get it. Yeah, steak tartare is delicious. We've made it on stream actually before. In this summer, a couple years ago, I think. I love it. Mini balls, yeah. If you make Italian wedding soup, this is typically the size of meatballs you should make. The original spaghetti and meatballs use small meatballs. It reminds me of Lady and the Tramp. That's literally what went into my brain when you said that. But I think in the dish in the movie, they used bigger ones, didn't they? It's been so long since I've seen it. Yeah, everything's bigger in America. They were huge ones. Thanks, Mish, for the confirmation. We're almost there. Sometimes when you do this, you'll see like your first ball starts small and they get bigger and bigger. So just kind of watch. That's why I'm putting them all together. Make sure they stay all the same size. Sometimes your brain plays tricks on you. It's like, well, if we make them bigger, then it's not going to take as long. Oh man, that movie, I remember that. I think we had to watch it in school. Super Size Me. And how much fat's just coating my hands from the beef. Melting. There's one thing I will have after this. Very nice soft hands from all the tallow. I don't need any cream today. It's true, Bonk. He passed away, Michael? Really? That is sad. Okay, last one. How many balls did we get? I didn't count. Trev, that's so funny you say that. I remember the first time. Was it California, Sam, where we got that insane iced coffee from McDonald's? We ordered a large iced coffee. Okay, it was in Nevada. Ordered an iced coffee, just a large, and they handed it to us. It's like the biggest thing I've ever seen. We're like, that's not a large. She's like, oh yeah, it is. It's this many ounces. We're just like, what the hell? So we just split it instead of having one each. My look on my face was probably hilarious. You thickened your mix, served it in a bowl with a dollop of sour cream. That sounds good with the beans and stuff in there. Yes, please. Okay. I think we're going over. I just gotta get the phone on the gimbal. Samo, I can use mine too if you want. Up to you. I can't. Only yours is hooked up? Okay. And then we will start. We actually have to toss these in a bit of flour. So I'll pour some flour in here and then just toss them around. Fry the meatballs, take them out. Fry the green onions, take them out. Add the Italian sausage, cook that. Deglaze with our stock. Blah, blah, blah. Cook the pasta. The stock, or sorry, the pasta will go into the pan with the sausage, peas, and everything else that we cooked. So we'll mix it all together in the pan that we cook everything to save dishes, and then we'll pour it into the spring form that we prepped over here. Easy mode. And remember, we still got the eggs with the cheese that we gotta mix up. Thank you very much. What do you press when you...
I'm going to show you all that when you get over here. Get it split side. Where you want it.
Somewhere around there.
You should just have to go the cutting board large. Then boom.
That's the one, my friends.
There.
That's the one. I don't even know how this is gonna turn out. Thanks.
That's neat.
Let me get these things plugged in so we don't
Yeah.
kill the camera. Running on sketch. But ask Bob or Mish, because they both made this dish already. Let's come closer, guys. So blue pan is where we're gonna cook all the meats and stuff. Orange pot is for the peas over here, and then the one pot over here is for the pasta. So we should actually like turn all of these things on. Time to get cooking. The hard part was the prep. I will leave the lid on the water pot. That is fine. Actually, same with this other one for the pasta. So those can go like medium high heat, and then probably same for the brazier as well. And then we'll just need a little bit of cooking fat into there. What are the 3 cheeses? I did Parmesan, mozza, and white cheddar. It got a bit crusty on top, Mish. Should have added more eggs so it was covered. Really? Mary, you love the bread? Oh, we're like smoking big time. I think there was a little bit of oil that went on that burner. It's part of my special effects. I hope you guys appreciate that. My coil burner special effects. Also, it looks like that lens needs a wipe. Hold still, guys. Mom's gotta wipe your face. Okay, that's a bit better. The recipe seems like a fever dream of a what? Of a bored person? So you gotta look up, because there's a traditional pasta in Italy that's baked into a cake with a lot of layers. I forget what it's called, but that's what this reminds me of. Is it called Tirano or something? I'm gonna look it up in a sec. Let me just get some fats into here. And let's not forget to get our balls covered in flour. Dun, dun, dun. It's just from the burner. Timbalo, that's the one. Timpano, is that the one? Timbalo. I'll copy the link and put it in chat for you guys. Oh my gosh, it's really long. That did not work. That's a no. Copy pasta. Here we go. Okay, that's better. Give this a swirl, and then I'm going to grab a bit of flour. From the biggest container ever. Just enough to coat the meatballs. That'll help them fry up. Oh yeah, because it's hot. It's hot. It's ready. Roll your balls around. Get them coated. Dust your balls and then drop them in. Those are pretty cute balls. Probably want sort of a slotted spoon so you can scoop them out without taking too much of the fat away. And then I'll just put them in this little bowl to hang out while we cook the other stuff. Turn that down a little bit now. Get rid of the flour. Todd is getting his own 9-inch cast iron pan to make his eggs. You're tired of pans with eggs stuck to them. Mary. You tell him. Let me see if I can fix this one.
Merry Christmas, Todd.
Wait, what the heck? What the heck a doodle do? Let's do this. One sec, guys. The face cam's gonna pop up. I'm just getting it into the smaller scene.
Did I not do it?
No. Why are you going big? There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Goodbye. And then we gotta check on the balls. Okay, it's not perfect. There we go. Torino's messing with me every day, man. Honestly. Let's come closer. Let's give the balls a stir. Want them nice and brown. That's how you create flavor. We should know this from yesterday. Roll your balls. They're so cute. Beautiful. In the meantime, we'll open up our pasta. Can I get in there? Nice nesties. Yeah, there's like 2 layers. That's how it is. Would egg noodles be too soft for this? So these are a version of egg noodles. So I guess, what type of noodle are you thinking, Samovar, for egg noodles? Because there's a couple different cuts, I guess, let's say. Hello.
I did finish those scenes for you this morning. They are there and working.
Oh, I didn't know this.
That's why I said I don't understand what you meant.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
the cutting board one's back to normal, how I had it set up.
Okay.
And that one's built for you.
Perfect.
It's good.
Yeah, if anyone wants to look at the recipe, guys, it is here. Pretty simple to follow, I would say. Look how good these look. My gosh. Destroy the stove top. They're almost done. And then we'll do sausage. The photo looks so good, hey? It's like you might not really understand how I explained it, but now you know. Yeah, it's a pasta cake. So cool. Scooping these out, guys. The ones on this side are done. They're so cute. Give those a little roll. Ah! So the more brown you get these on the outside, like the better they're gonna taste, right? Probably more Italian sausage than we could need. Get that kind of smooshed into smaller pieces if you can. Don't gotta change the heat or anything like that on the burner. Rolling on medium-high heat. Nice. It's already browning. Pasta pot's almost up. In the meantime, I'm gonna come over and just crack the eggs into the bowl and mix it with the cheese. Now we can use this one. Oh, that works too. Oh wait, it was supposed to be this one. That's the one. Done with this here too. So we'll crack our eggs in and then whip it up. Mish said she wished that there was more egg in it, so let's kind of see. Because I did maybe put a bit more cheese than we needed. Did you try a meatball? I don't know if they're all the way cooked through. How was it? There was no seasoning on those either. Nice. That sausage is cooking fast, guys. I'm gonna have to go give it a stir. Just make sure all the pasta is covered, you'd say, so it doesn't like get dry. So if we have to adjust maybe with some extra milk, we can. We got the pro tips from chat today. Give a little scraperoo. The browned bitties. That's the flavor. Cut it up. Because you want a little bit of everything almost in each bite, I would say. Chop it up. There we go. Let that fry more. I think our peas are up. I can see the steam flying out. Boom. Those will take like literally a minute. Probably just turn that off, honestly. Let them sit in there for a minute or two and we're good. And we'll strain them out. I'll literally just use this same spoon. It's all going to the same place. Bam. Okay, back to this. I'm gonna get a fork to mix this up instead of a whisk or something. That whisks up really good. And that way it doesn't stick to the fork, I find. You don't want any egg whites and yolks loose. Get it all mixed together. That's how that looks. Bam, we're back. You should try the recipe. Let us know how it goes. I like when the sausage gets a little bit brown too, so let that happen before you take it out. And I think next we fry up the green onion. So I guess, guys, like, let's turn on the oven. I'm going 375 Fahrenheit. Pasta pot's almost up. We're getting there. So it's gonna take 30 minutes to bake anyways. I don't want to wait any longer. I'm putting the lid on these and then I'll go strain it over the sink. You would try it, maybe if someone else made it. The peas are throwing you off. I feel like you need the peas. Pop that a moment. You need like the greenery, because the peas go with the ham. And then the green onion's really interesting, so it's not like too strong of an onion flavor. There's not even garlic in there. There's our peas strained. Who do we got? Who's this coming in? Scoots with the 59 months in a row. Thank you very much. What's Samo laughing? How it went? Why? What happened? What the heck happened? We're dropping the nudes in, guys. And they say it's only a 3-minute. And they said 250 grams, which this is the whole pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the dredges. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! Give it a stir. Make sure it's not stuck. Awesome. I'm gonna set, because it might take a moment, but I will do a 3 minutes on the clock. Alright, come back over here. I'm just gonna turn this off while we scoop it out, so it doesn't keep spitting at me. Actually, do we have to scoop this, or we just add everything else back into here now? Let's see. The peas are the little balls of green enjoyment. We got meatballs and we got green balls. Okay, so we're gonna add the green onion to this. Right, meow. It is still off though, just so that we don't get this too dark and browned. And then once these fry for a moment or two, we then deglaze with our wine or broth. I'm doing broth. White wine would be good too. Whoa, the onions smell good. How's our pasta? Looks good. After the wine, we do the pasta right into the pan with the sausage and the peas. Take it off the heat. Add the meatballs, the cubed ham, the cheese mixture, and the eggs. Okay. So pasta, sausage, peas, and green onion. Sounds good, guys. I'll get a trivet set up on the cutting board and we'll do the last steps together over here. Hey, that's a good suggestion. Just do a bit of spinach instead of peas. I like that, guys. Really good suggestion. Okay, now we can deglaze those fried up a bit. And all they said for the wine was let the alcohol evaporate, so let it cook like a minute or two. But I think we want some of this liquid to still be in here, because like Mish said, you don't want it to dry out when it goes to bake. Probably good on the pasta, guys. What do we got? 30 seconds on my timer. And then I'll just strain it and then pour it right into there. And then the peas get put on top. Yeah, spinach, asparagus. Probably not broccoli, I would say. You potentially bake it without pre-cooking anything but the pasta. Kind of. But yeah, that's why there was just a small amount of the peas, guys. Just give this one more stir. So where is this cooked to? Yeah, a good al dente. So the pasta should not be cooked through all the way. Strain this. Make sure you don't lose any noodles in this sink. This steam from when you strain pasta water is like so mean. It can be scary. Okay. Get all of that out of there. Leave that off of the burner that was hot. Now, peas. Now we bring it over. It's really hot. Not too bad. A Walter Staub oven? That one, I don't know if it's Walter Staub. This is where we're at. Okay. Deglaze with the stock. Add the peas. Beat the eggs with a pinch of salt. We had it in there with the grated cheeses. Create a creamy mixture. Cook the fettuccine for 3 minutes. Directly into the pan with the sausage, peas, sauté. Remove from the flame, add your meatballs, cubed ham, the cheese and egg mixture, the cubed mozzarella. Wait, where does the milk go? Did they say anything about the milk? There's 100 milliliters of milk in there. I see it now. Into the cheese mixture. Sounds good. So all of this is coming together now. This is the final moment. We made it. Just need a bit of milk. And we're great. We're laughing. We have our ham. Butter nubs for the top with the breadcrumbs. cubed mozzarella, our tiny little balls. Sneak those into there. Get our milk. Greeks into the cheese. 100 mils, guys, that's like nothing. Go boop. Should be good. It's like 3 tablespoons. We're halfway to carbonara. Ham I am. Cubed matzah. This is nuts. Those matzah pockets are gonna be wild. I don't think we'll be able to stir it anymore with this. Let's switch to tongs. I'm gonna give this a bit of a zhuzh first before we pour in the cheese and the egg. Sam's gonna die when he tastes it. I think it's gonna be insanely good.
How long does this bake for?
About 30 minutes. I'm gonna leave that there just in case I feel like we need more of the egg or milk, guys, because Mish said we should get it really nicely coated. Greek. Yeah, there's no feta today. We're making Italian foods. Not Greek, Greco-Greek foods. Guys, it's getting coated. There's still a bit of liquid down there so the pasta can finish cooking. I think it's good. Wow. Right? You could just eat it like this almost. Put it back on the heat a couple seconds, Scoots, to get those eggs. Just a kiss of heat on there. You'd be laughing. Okay, done with that. I don't think we need it. Now we're gonna go to our buttered and breadcrumbed springform pan. That's what this is gonna get baked in. I don't know how easy this is gonna be to pour. Feta cheese in this? Probably good. Okay, so the liquid, guys. A little bit concerning, but I'm not gonna worry about it just yet. Shimmy it in there. Oh. And then I'll try to get like an even mix of all of the additives, the additions, the flavorings throughout the pasta. There was a lot of sausage and stuff over there. Tuck it in. Tuck it back into those nudes. I was worried more about the liquid flowing out through the bottom of the springform bonk. That's really it. Okay, this. Do we do breadcrumbs first and then butter? Dust with breadcrumbs, dot with butter. Got it. Dust with breadcrumbs, dot with butter. Trev's got his stretchy pants ready. Just say when. I'm not going nuts on the breadcrumbs. Just a nice small layer. Distribute all of our butter around. Dust and dot, dot and dust. Okay, that's now going into the oven, guys. I'm just gonna put it on a sheet pan. Save myself any worries about things baking into the bottom of the oven. 30 minutes or so on the clock. Crunchy pasta bitlies, that's how you do it. She's hot, she's ready. Get our timer on. I made a bit of a mess in here bringing that all together, but not too bad. I just didn't stack my dishes very nice in the sink. One thing I will say, we might need more salt later when we serve it up, so I'll leave that there. But breadcrumbs are done, so I'll get rid of those. I don't think we used this at all. Hot and ready. Little Caesars. What? Hi Yuri, how's it going? Did not use this lid. Imagine serving what we just made in the wheel of Parmesan. Probably really good, Trev. I think we'll keep the trivet here. Oh no. The little rubber footy just fell off of the bottom. You're doing well? Awesome. Got a new recipe from bread, or for bread from a friend, and it's amazing. What type of bread is it? Okay, I said we would make like a salad or something while we're waiting for this to bake. Do we have greens and stuff still? I don't know the state of the lettuce, but I would like to get it. Oh, well, we have pre-washed pieces there. I'm gonna say I'd like to get it chopped up. Maybe we'll do like a little garden salad of sorts. Use up some cucumber, tomato, carrot. We'll grate it up. I think Thomas will eat salad, just us.
Oh yeah, he eats salad.
He eats salad? I'll make a big old salad then. Guess the only other thing I gotta look to see if we have dressing. Right? When you have a heavy pasta dish like this, like I was gonna do a green bean and kale dish that's also all cooked. But it's nice to have things that cut through the richness.
You have that commercial the other day.
Oh yeah. Our like lemony herby. And then guys, I have a little bit more Parmesan shredded. Let me just organize this a bit. It got a little bit nuts here. Parmesan for the top of the pasta, for sure. And then same with our little bit of parsley chopped from yesterday's stream garnish. We'll use that too. Think we're done? Not yet. Dressing container from last week we made the really yummy apple salad with the boars and cheese. That was so good, guys. Colorful vegetables. Greek remembers, yeah. Mish slaps Bob with a tuna. Blue cheese crumbles. We gotta just keep the cheese coming. I helped myself out. I pre-washed the lettuce. Look how good it stayed. Like usually the lettuce, this is a week in the fridge after being cut and washed. Not even a stitch of oxidization. That was some fresh lettuce then. Wow. Usually that's like all orange and red where you've already cut it off. The other thing is I did not even touch this bag. That's probably a good amount for 3 of us. Now we'll cut up all of our lettuce. Usually like to stack it up and cut a few pieces at the same time. All the big pieces. Boom. Do that. Look at how big these leaves are. It's like the size of my head. In your house, the lettuce turns red even when you look at it the wrong way. Yeah, usually. So we'll go boop, boop, that, and then that, because they're so big. I can split this. We'll just cut back along the other way to make our little bite-sized pieces. You can always tear them if they're too big still from what you like to eat. If you feel like a rabbit when you eat salad, that means the things aren't cut small enough. Oh, what did I find here? A sneaky bad leaf. Just a little browned piece there. Greek, you really like the giant pieces that you gotta like shove into your face. Like it doesn't even fit in your mouth. Just boom. Shove the lettuce in. Stuff it in there. I didn't think you were joking. I try to take like the same size sort of pieces together. Go in half. That again. But it is also hard to eat salad if everything's cut too small too. So there is a happy medium, we can say. Because if it's all cut too small, then that's also hard to eat. Last 2 small ones here, we'll just go in half for them. Maybe we'll keep that hole down there.
Are you good with this one for now?
Yeah, actually I think I'm done with it. Just blowing my nose, guys, it's running. We got heated up and now we're cooling back down. Okay. That was the biggest piece of lettuce ever. Nice. All done. It was huge, eh? Would have been awesome to like make a lettuce wrapped something or other from it. There's our big bowl of greens. I always put it on the bottom, the greens, because all the other veggies will just weigh everything else down. Put your greens under there. What is that? A little brown bit too I just found. Alright. This cucur, seen some better days, but we'll get her washed up. Cut up what's left. The recipe for the cucumber salad was posted by Suzanne Likes Cake Mary. And then it is all in Swedish, but I've also made a version of pressed gurka. It's called pressed cucumbers before. So you might also find the other recipe that I've used in the past. But you'll just have to scroll up a bit and find it that way. Really good though. Okay, so let's go in half. And then I think we'll go into quarters actually. Oh, I was planning to shred the carrot, guys. I need to rinse my cheese grater off from earlier. I only have one grater to rule them all. It's all stuck on. I guess a little cheesy carrot never hurt anyone, but still. Pressed cucumber, yeah, pressed gurka. Oh, the person we rated wanted to know. Nice, that's awesome. Spread your vegetables out. Looks like that. We'll do our tomatoes while my grater is getting warmed up. Oh God, when you put your finger through a rotted thing. Oh God. Surprise. Why do they do that? Put one rotted tomato under everything else so you'll never see it? Okay, that should be good. They are very yummy tomatoes. I think the rest of these will get cooked though. Because they're starting to get a bit soggy. Okay, we're almost halfway. Peeking at it. It doesn't really sound like things are happening in the oven, but that doesn't mean there's nothing happening. We'll cut these in half. Nope. Just the one. Okay, those are done. Let me finish this rinsing for the carrots. Where's my sponge? Soap it up. Since we're doing carrot on this and not cheese, it's okay if it's a little bit wet still. It's not gonna stick. Our big ass carrot from last week that we had left over. Wasn't that tasty? So good to use in a salad. Mix it with some other stuff. The carrot like flew on my cheek. I felt it. These used to be my favorite type of carrots. They're called Nantes. They used to be very sweet when I first started using them years ago, but now I think they're so commercially grown that they don't taste like much. The tomatoes went into the fridge, yeah, because they're starting to get old. So if I keep them out on the counter, I don't want them to explode.
I have noticed there's no more fruit flies.
Ah, that's true, actually. You found it? Perfect. I find like any food that's commercially grown for a grocery store doesn't last nearly as long compared to like the stuff I get from the farmer's market. So that's why that stuff goes in the fridge. But in the summer when I went to the farmer's market a lot, the produce that I would get would last at least 2, sometimes even 3 weeks. Compared to most produce these days from the regular store is about a week or so, maybe 10 days. That lettuce that I used today, that's like a one-off. I went into it not expecting much. I posted the English recipe of pressed cucumber 3 years ago. We've been here for years. The time just goes by. Yeah, I guess I've been a little bit lazy. I haven't been going to the market on Saturdays in the mornings. Also, for the winter time, it's not as nice because they took away a lot of the parking. It gets a bit crazy. Don't always want to deal with something like that at 8 a.m. on the weekend. Alright, that looks good. I think maybe we'll just do like a sprinkle of some salt and pepper, some seasoning on top, and then we will make a dressing. Oh, and we can't forget our basil for garnish. Holy, that's a lot of tomatoes fermenting. You'll have to do a bit of research then. Can we fit this in here? Not really. That's okay. We're eating in like 10 minutes or so. I'm not worried. If it was like gonna be an hour before we eat the salad, definitely try and get it into the fridge somehow. This was a basic vinaigrette that I made last week on stream. You can see there's a bit left. The base is, I think we did rice vinegar, a little bit of Dijon mustard, some olive oil. I did honey for the sweetener in there, was really good. I don't think we have any more lemons, so we can't do that. But we'll bulk this out. That's a personal amount? Whoa. You have a good digestive system probably then. I usually pour the vinegar first, guys, because everything else kind of floats on top of that. Do our small scoop of mustard. I'm taking this out of the fridge. mustard lid flying. Snooze that ad. Nice, Mary. Are you gonna make salad then? So this is gonna help the oil and vinegar emulsify together. You shouldn't really taste the mustard though, guys. Can I pour the honey from the jar? I liquefied it earlier this week so it was easier for us to use on stream. Like maybe a tablespoon or so of honey. It will help balance out the acidic flavors. So good. Oil. You guys see the line that I was talking about? Not really in that view. Oh yeah, fermented garlic honey. See, I've never made that. I've always seen people make it. If you make it though, let me know. I've been intrigued by that. Okay, so we got some salt and pepper on the salad, but I always also season the dressing if you can. I might put a bit of garlic into here, just granulated. Very small amount. And then, yeah, probably chop up a bit more dill. And add that. Give it a shake. Eight minutes, guys, on the pasta before we check it. The dill is out of control. Oh, that's that big one. I was like, where is this freaking stem going? This one got a little sunburnt, I think. Sunburnt the dill. It went too close to the light. Usually I just like flake those off over this sink. It's pre-dried. Okay, that'll be lots. Ruh-rohs. It got sunburned. Yeah, the fermented garlic honey, you just put whole cloves of garlic straight in with honey. It's supposed to be amazing for your immune system. I've seen quite a few creators that I follow on YouTube make it. I've never dabbled myself though. It smells so good. It's gotta be healthy, Mary. Yes. Because honey has natural antibacterial properties and other good things. And then garlic has its own health benefits. So then when you put them together and also add the fermentation, wow. It's like a superfood, they'd probably call it. Beautiful. That was a healthy amount of dill. Delicious. Wipe the board, and we'll shake this up, see how we did. Nice. As a also Ukrainian, you're welcome. Just people helping people, you know. There's oil coming out. Hold it on tighter. Everything's off of the bottom. Okay. You too, Gotti? You're Polish? Yeah, my mom is Polish Ukrainian. But please don't expect me to speak those languages, unfortunately. That would be cool if I did, though. Okay, let's see our ratios here. So see how the mustard emulsified the oil and vinegar together? It might still separate as time goes on, but makes it easy to just pour quickly the dressing that you need. I think that's great, guys. A nice like sweet and sour flavor to go with the other veggies. I don't think I want it any sweeter though, and like the oil's not overpowering. Perfect. We'll put that over here. Something fell in the sink. I don't know what it was. Put these things back. We have a few moments until we check what's been cooking in the oven. Still gotta clip the basil that will tear over the top for garnish. And then we'll probably unmold it and put it just onto a plate, maybe? I'm not too sure how to serve this up. I'm gonna take one last bathroom break, guys, and I will be back to finish this up. Don't go anywhere. I have returned. You don't even need the fork, Trev? Just a fork and a napkin. Okay, get my shears back out. Get our basils. Basil. Like, that's probably enough. To just tear on top. One plate for us, for the pasta to go onto. Get out the parm and the parsley as well. Is that it? And we need a couple plates to eat on. Just bought a bunch of scallions. You're gonna plant all the roots. It works so good when you do that. Nice, we got our 3 plates. Perfect. It's a fun indoor project. It is totally nice to have just that like little bit of greenery or something growing during the winter time. Today was a day that we did not even see the sun. It's been gray the entire time and the sun's already setting. Whoa. Okay, the pasta got crispy on top. It's looking good. Literally the timer just went off. Okay. Holy shit. I think it's gonna be unreal, actually. It smells really good. Gotta move a couple things. 1 sec. It's gotta be done. Do you have to take the internal temp? Guys, don't look yet. Oh yeah, it's done. We're over 165. We are cooked through. Oven's off. Okay, first thing I need to do is get the sheet pan away. 2 cloths are needed for this. There's some weight to that. Nothing baked over though, so that's awesome. Winning. You have 13 plants? I love those kind of houses and people. Plant people are my type of people. Okay, now go from the trivet onto this. Beautiful. This is gonna be hot, so use a cloth or something to open it up. Other thing I will do, use this paring knife to run around the edge of the pan. I know that we did a breadcrumb crust, so it shouldn't stick, but just in case, always good to do this. We're not always perfect, but we can try to be. Nice. Rinse that off. And we'll get it unmolded. We'll do a garnish and then we'll slice. There was a crazy noise. What? It just, I heard bop bop. I don't know what it was. It was a knock at the door. Guys, can I open this?
Did Thomas get in?
Thomas got in, I guess. The spring form doesn't want to open. It goes to a certain point. Oh, maybe because it's in the plate. Hello. Hi. Hello there. See, good thing we went around. A little bit of stickage. I deserve that one, Mish. Sort of like reminded me of a tuna casserole or something. How many more packages are we gonna get? It's not for us, guys. Don't worry. I don't know why it got so dark in here. I guess I'll just turn up the lights for you guys. Blind myself. The sun's setting. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Let's go parsley first. This is going to be nuts to try and cut on this and serve. Good luck. Don't say tuna casserole. Your mom made it way too much, Bonk. That was her Old Faithful. I didn't mind tuna casserole. We're going more parm because we can. There's no rules here. Burnt out of it. Whoa. To this day, he can't even hear the words being mentioned. Where's Bobberino at? Where's my face planter? Tear the basil leaves. That always smells so good. You need the basil. Is that enough, guys? I think so. Okay, the plan was, I don't even know if this is a good plan. I've never done this before. To use a serrated knife to cut it basically like a cake. That it is. Bob's here. Phew. It looks better than yours? What? Okay. And so we still also have the parchment underneath because I wasn't really sure what to do at that. Or about it, let's say. Sawing motion, people. Sawing motion. Okay. First half. Turn it. We're going into quarters now. Okay. Like, this was supposed to be for 2 people. There's no way 2 people would eat this. Okay, next one. The guys might have like a quarter each. But holy shit. It's deceiving how much food is here. Before I slice it anymore, I think I should take a photo. I just need to track down where my phone went. I don't know if Sam took it. I see it. Before I just absolutely destroy this and then it's like, oh no. Maybe we should take a photo. Did I slice this one? Yes. Okay. Whoa, cheese pull. Hello. Okay, we got four pieces. I'm just gonna slice it all in case people want seconds. Last one. Done. Going to grab the pie server and then I gotta wipe the board a little bit because we got like meat and stuff everywhere. We found the mott's. We found the cheese cubes. Dun, 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 dun. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Ready? I'm gonna go close to this one over here. The first piece, always the scariest. Zhuzh it out. Okay. Okay. She's holding together. There's your side view. Slides right off of the spatula. No problem. Oh, check out this other piece. With the little meaty ball on top of it too even, but we definitely found the cheese. Oh God, it's really falling apart, that one. Oh gosh. Sausage and balls everywhere. Wait, what? Next. It's a noodle pizza. There's my one slice. See how it kind of falls apart? I mean, it's really hard to tell how everything is mixed when you put it in the pan. Just say we did our best. There's half of it though, gone. Did I slice this one? I left it whole. Yuri wants more peas. I even put extra than what the recipe called for. And that's what we got left. Cool. And then the boys can have salad whenever they want. It kind of is like a carbonara sort of casserole. The way that we made that, like, what do we call it? Savory custard. Yeah, but he's just going to grab our friend Thomas is coming over. We're going to watch the last Formula One race together. We waited for him to come home from none of it, from work. All right, boys' plates can go up top. That's my humble plate. Man, it's dark in here. This looks crazy already. I'm gonna try it out. So obviously, like, this is what I was thinking would happen. It just kind of falls apart. Also a good test to see, like, if it's dry or not. I'm gonna go right. Oh, look at that piece. The cheese. What is that? Hi.
Hello.
Hi there. I just served it up.
What'd you
It's
think?
pretty good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I really like it. The pasta's not mushy. All the meaties and the cheeses are yummy.
What you got going on over here?
That's my advent calendar.
Harry Potter advent calendar. That's awesome. They do Marvel, City, Star Wars.
Mm.
I really hope next year it's gonna be an F1. I think it might.
The Italian sausage, guys, is really good in it. So much flavor in that. Whoa. Okay, what about the little meaty ball? It's like a little bit dry for my liking, but the flavors are okay.
Very good.
The flavors are good. There's 3 meats, guys. There's 3 cheeses. And I got baked like a cake. Mish, why haven't you seen more of the Harry Potter advent calendar? I'm hiding it from you. Samo's face says it all. Okay, guys, we're wrapping up. Bob, I hope you're happy about how this turned out. I think it turned out great for our first time. I've never made this before. The peas aren't weird. The peas are not weird. Thank you very much for saving up points so I can make this today. And now everyone else learned a little bit along the way too. That's what I think. It wouldn't be dry if you put it in a wheel of parm. Trev. A little bit more milk maybe. Maybe a couple more eggs next time if I make it. Good to go. You only have 228k left. Okay. Who are we gonna raid? Real quick. We got a Bubs on, Anataz. Chris Switch. Oh yeah, BB Bubs is doing like a bunch of different sandwiches themed for Christmas time. Let's go over there. Yes, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us this weekend. So much fun. Our two things that we cooked, you guys requested, so thanks very much for that. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 B's for the Bubs. Bob, thanks for the request. Same with Suzanne Likes Cake yesterday. Everything turned out really awesome. All the recipes are in Discord for you guys if you want to make them for yourself at a later date. I will be back, yes, next Friday and Saturday we'll be streaming. Friday, Saturday. Sunday, no stream. I have a catering event coming up for those days, so that's gonna be that leading up to Christmas. But we have maybe a Christmas Eve stream planned with you guys. That's my update for the rest of the next week. All right, love y'all. Be safe out there wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you next time.